Hi guys, before this video starts, I'd like to mention that I have a Discord server now and the link to it will be in the description below. However, the server opened a couple days ago and a really nice person, decided to server boost. His name is JavaScript Arduino, so I'd like to give my biggest shout out to him. And he didn't want me to plug any of his social media or anything, but instead he wanted me to say a quote or a phrase. So he says, subscribe to Zyger or a spider will be under your bed. So you better go do that unless you want spiders under your bed. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and feel free to join the server when you want to. Hi guys, Zyger here, welcome back to another Awoken Devlog. Now today guys, we are going to be trying to make the leveling system in my game. So for those who don't know, my game is going to revolve around killing different enemies and bosses and ranking up through levels, which will then allow you to explore new worlds. And in those new worlds there'll be new bosses and stuff and new items that you can gather, and the end goal is to kill the final boss. But to get to the final boss you obviously need to get strong, and to get strong you need to kill other bosses. But to be able to kill other bosses and stronger enemies, you need to be higher level. Therefore, we're going to be making the leveling system in my game. Now, none of the leveling system is done at all at the moment, so you can't even gain XP or anything like that. And I'm going to be trying to work on that today. As well as that, I'll probably make a few other changes in some of the pixel art and add a few sprites and so. Now, as you can see here, I added a new sign. Now, this wasn't here in the previous video. This basically is a sign that leads to Fernon City, or to the wild, because I decided to start building some of the worlds in my game. So for those who don't know, I'm just going to quickly explain how my game's going to run. So it's basically going to be sort of like a platformer RPG, so very different. And basically what's going to happen is you're going to have a map. Now, there's going to be different areas on the map, so this starting area is actually Fernon City. You're going to have like a wild area, this desert area, winter, and all of these other places. And in all of these places there's going to be multiple bosses and multiple enemies and stuff. So the point of the game is that you go through all these different areas where you can kill different types of enemies and you'll level up. As well as that, you'll be able to find chests with random loot and such. And then enemies will be able to drop items as well, obviously. And the main goal is to kill bosses in those areas. Once you kill those bosses, they do respawn after a while, so you could try and grind them. The respawn time will be a bit longer than the normal enemies. And anyway, let's say you finish an area and you reach like a certain level. After you reach that certain level, you can go to a different area on the map. Now, some areas are going to be open by default and are open to any levels. However, there will be like recommended level 10, for example, to fight this boss. So the point is that you travel through these different worlds, you battle these bosses, gain new items, and this is all leading up to the final boss, which you try and kill. So today we're going to be doing the leveling system, as well as that trying to do some features in this first Fernon City, because at the moment all I have is a sign leading to it, and a couple boxes here to start off, but I don't actually have the city itself done yet, so we're going to try and get as much of that done as possible. So I'll be back in a bit and I'll show you what I've done for the leveling system. Hi guys, so I'm back. I've managed to make the, leveling system. So I'm going to go through the code and then I'm going to show you what it looks like. So it's very simple how I did it. So I started off by making some UIs. So I made this little XP bar. Now, this used to be the bar for the energy. However, I decided to remove that as that's not actually going to be used in the game anymore. So I decided to transform it into the XP bar. So it's just a very simple sprite as such, just like a little bar. And that's about it for the sprite. I also created a font. It's called font_ex1 because I already have one. It's the same font, it's like a pixel font, however it's size 6 because I needed to make it a little bit smaller. What I then did is I went into my object, this is called skeleton stats because my player used to be called skeleton and I just haven't changed the names. I had a comment about that recently. So it's basically because my player used to be like the skeleton/human thing, and now I can't be asked to change the name of it. Anyway, so what I did is I made two values, one called EXPR and one called max EXPR. So max EXPR is currently 10, and that's going to be level 1, so you need 10 XP to reach level 1. And I set a value called level to level 1, and there's a massive gap here for no reason. There you go. So I also created 3 colors, color 7, 8, and 9, which I did by makeColor_RGB. Now I found these values online on a color RGB maker where I could select whatever color. Basically now if we go into my, draw GUI under here, what I did is these 3 lines will draw these 3 rectangles that will create like this sort of gradient. Now, if you're trying to create a health bar or anything sort of like health bar related, so mine for example is XP, you can do this for magic, mana, health, whatever. All you need to do is draw this rectangle, and this is what you need. So I'm going to walk through this line of code for some of you who want to know it. So this is the X value, the Y value, so this will determine how thick and how long your rectangle is. Now it's important to have this line here, so this will draw the line, the length of depending obviously how much XP and whatnot you have. So for me it's EXPR divided by max EXPR, but let's say you were doing this for HP, you can just do HP divided by max HP. If you're doing this for coins, you can do coins divided by max coins. You basically need 2 values, one which is the original and the other which is max. Then this is just me. These numbers is just dependent on you, because once again it's your first X value, your first Y value, your second X value, and your second Y value. Then these colors are ones that I already made. However, you can go for the colors that gamemaker provides, such as like there's loads of them, but you can just type in like C_blue or C_white or whatnot. And then down here you can have it outlined. Now I don't want to do that. Final thing that I did is I drew the bar, so draw_sprite, and I draw the actual bar here. And last thing that I did is I set the font to the font_ex1, which I created earlier, and I showed you that. And then I also draw the text for level. Now level was defined here. So that's all of the drawing and creating of the bars done. Now I'm gonna show you how you actually gain XP and how the level system works. So this object_expr used to be a coin, and it's still going to give you coins, but it's also going to level you up. So basically, you don't actually need to look at that, it's not needed. So all of this is the same as last time. So basically on creation, this is at speed, image index, and image speed. And then in the step event, basically if it's created, it'll go towards the player or whatnot. But this is the bit where you have like the actual experience and the actual leveling working. So basically you gain experience. Every single time you collide with it, what will happen is the value EXPR, which was set in the skeleton stats, will add 1 to it. So that's very simple. However, now I'm going to explain the leveling up system. So basically, if your experience level is bigger than the max experience level, so let's say the max is 10, so if you have more XP than 10, what will happen is you have level plus plus. So this means your level value, which we set earlier in the stats, will increase by 1. So let's say you were level 1, the number will increase to level 2. EXPR will now equal EXPR minus max XP. So let's say you were on 15 and let's say you were, on 11 XP and max was 10. What you would do is 11 take away 10, so your XP will now equal 1. Now max XPR plus equal max XPR. So it will basically double itself. So let's say the max XPR at the start was 10, it will then double itself to 20. Your max HP will also increase by 2, and your HP will also be increased by 2 once again. And this is just a clamp to ensure that there's no issues with it. You don't probably need to do that. And then your strength will also increase by 5 upon each level up. Final thing that I did is I played an audio upon impact. Now this was set before, and it will destroy itself, and it also set coins. As you can see, that's still the thing. And then obviously I have this, which was there from the beginning. Basically these will move away from one another so that they don't, so they look quite nice. So I'm going to show you what it looks like in game right now. So as you can see, we are in game currently, and we have this bar here. Now currently it says 1 because we're level 1. Now if I come and pick up a weapon, and I'm going to quickly select it, there's a couple issues with it where I just like click on stuff, and as you can see it like glitches a little bit, but I'll fix that later. But I can run up to an enemy and I can hit the enemy, and these little things will spawn, and they will basically, as you can see, come towards me, and my level will increase. Now I made it yellow because it just looks quite nice. Let's go to this enemy, which I actually made go stuck in the ground. As you can see, we're nearly about to level up, just not here, we're right on the edge. Thankfully there's another enemy that I can kill. And if I quickly run over here, you can see they're chasing me, and when they reach me, I leveled up, and now the numbers changed to 2, and I've started my new level. So that's happened here. Now my strength didn't increase just yet because I forgot to actually change it somewhere else, which I'll change in a minute. But that's the whole XP bar done. Now this took me quite a while, although the code is quite simple, only because I'm working on another secret project at the moment, which will be out this week, so I hope you guys, or maybe at the start of next week. So there's been a lot of stuff going on. So I'm not going to do anything for today. It's actually the 22nd of the 1st. Probably not going to do anything today. However, I will catch up with you guys in a few next clips, maybe the next day or something. Hi guys, I'm back. So I managed to do a few other things. However, I've had this project going on, so I haven't been able to work as much on Awoken. Now don't worry, I'll be back on track working properly on it next week. Now I did a few little changes. So if you guys remember, we had this little slime sprite. This little bad boy. Now, I was going to make him a crow, which I still will, but I used to have a bug with him where he would sometimes spawn and sometimes not. Well, that bug was fixed, so I decided to work on that. I also worked on a couple of other bugs, which, I'm sorry, there isn't much content for that, it's just stuff that I have to get done anyway. I also made a few minor changes to the player attack, so let me just try and find where that was. This attack, so now it looks a little bit clearer. I'm still going to make it a little bit nicer out of video. Also this Vernon City that we were starting to make, I edited the sign a little bit and added different variations of the chest. So basically now when the chest is created, it'll have a random sprite. So it's very simple right here. I make image speed 0 and then I randomize the image index I put this randomized so it's always random. And then the image index will be random range from 0 to 3 because that's how many sprites I have, in case you guys want to have random sprites for your items. Anyway, I would like to, obviously I wasn't able to do that much, but what I'll be doing is I'll be doing a stream maybe around next week where I will be streaming the development of this, and then I'll put it all in a video or something. And there'll be another video on Awoken out next week anyway, because I haven't been able to get that much work on it done this week because I've got this project and a ton of other stuff working currently. So there's loads of exciting things, and we're about 90 subscribers away from 1,000, which is crazy because we're growing so fast. So I'd like to thank you guys for all of that. And just to recap, I'll show you what I've done this episode. So as you can see, I have this XP bar at the top. And this XP bar at the top there, if I kill an enemy, I will gain, obviously the bar will fill up with XP. And I think it looks really neat and really nice. And it will obviously continue on. The crates look like this. I still need to change them a little bit. But I'm happy with the XP bar. Looks nice and you can quite easily tell what it is and stuff, I think. And then the sign looks nice. And I also added this wall here so you can't go past just yet. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. And once again, thank you for the support, and giveaway is going to be 1,000 subs, which is really, really close, so make sure you go vote on my community tab on what the giveaway you want to be. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!